Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota.
These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Matt, I was on a number of losing teams, and this is the game you look for. We got the ace going. Finally, it's the day we're going to win a game. And when he throws, and you know you're struggling, you got to win that game for him.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with.
Byron Buxton comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, look at Hosmer. Got him. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Here's Miguel Sano, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Royals. And at first base, Eric Hosmer, I think he's one of the best defenders in all the game at first base. Tremendous range. He's aggressive, too. Not afraid to catch a ball and throw it to second base for that double play. Aggressive first baseman. I like them.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Byung-Ho Park, and this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-2.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands. And just
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start the inning.
Mauer. Here we go.
Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Go out here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
The 1-2 home to Mauer. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Jason Castro is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. On a good curveball, came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Here's Byron Buxton now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I really like that pitch right there. The batter will tell you everything. You get a late swing right there on a fastball low and away. That means that's a great located pitch.
Breaking ball. Called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Second baseman.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 delivery. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
So he sets him down swinging. Miguel Sano becomes the first out of the inning. Max Kepler is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Hey, plays out 1 right here.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Eat it.
Well, you ever talk about a much-needed base hit? That's it right there. He's been struggling all year. That was much needed. Put a smile on his face.
Into the box now, Byung-Ho Park. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The curveball that catches the inside corner.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
Skied into straightaway right. Burns is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
No runner,
and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So here's Joe Mauer. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Joe Mauer.
Ball 1. The 1-0 now to Mauer. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far. He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Right here.
The 2-2 one more time. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he can put the ball in the...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Jorge Polanco is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 2-1. Here it is. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
What, 2 beautiful pitches. I don't know. 2 fastballs inside. Do you stay in or do you go back outside? He's got him set up for anything right now.
And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. In there, a base hit. The throw into second. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out. Ready for another shot now. Byron Buxton going to strike that victim twice in this one. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will striding in once again, Brian Dozier. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
The 3-2 one more time. Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Scorched to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offense.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Number 41 earned his 5th win of the year. Jason Vargas takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it.